All right, today we are going to be going over the review. Tomorrow you are going to be taking a test. You're going to be taking the test on the computer, but it will look very, very similar to the test that you've taken in our classes, okay? So we are going to go through the test review. Some of your teachers have given you extra credit. That's pretty much what we're doing today. We're going through the test review, which is very, very similar to the test that you'll be taking tomorrow. All of the questions will be the same, just different numbers. So as long as you know these concepts, you should be ready for the test tomorrow, okay? I am going to tell you a little secret. This test review, me talking to you and all the questions that I'm going to go over with you, is your homework. So if you want to get out a blank sheet of paper, maybe 2 blank sheets of paper, so one, you can follow along with me, you can write notes. And then on the other piece of paper, you can write number 1 and write the answer down. Number 2 and write the answer down. Because when you go to do your homework on Canvas, number 1 is going to say, it takes Jennifer 20 minutes to walk to school. At what time should Jennifer start walking to school if she wants to arrive at 8:05? Okay, I'm going to give you the answers. This video is going to be pretty long because we're going to go through 20 different questions, but if you follow along with me through this video and write down the answers, you can go on Canvas, take that quiz, and you'll already have all the answers, okay? The reason I'm doing this is because I want you to understand these concepts. So please don't just write down the answers. I need you to understand the concepts because on the test tomorrow, you're not going to have a video. You're not going to have me walking you through each step. Okay, so I need you to understand these concepts. So we are going to start with number 1. Again, take notes on one sheet of paper, and then maybe on a different sheet of paper, you can number it 1 through 20, and then write down all of the answers so that when you take your homework quiz on Canvas, you'll have the answers there with you. Okay? It takes Jennifer 20 minutes to walk to school. At what time should Jennifer start walking to school if she wants to arrive at 8:05 a.m.? Okay? So the ending time is 8:05 a.m. and we need to go back 20 minutes and then figure out what time that is. Okay? So we're going to kind of have to break this apart a little bit. I'm going to use a different color to show you. So 8:05 minus 5 minutes would put us at 8 o'clock, right? So that's 5 minutes, which means this part is 15 minutes. So what's 8 o'clock minus 15 minutes? Hopefully you said 7:45. If that was a little confusing for you, just think about it like this. 7:45 plus 15 minutes is 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock minus 15 minutes would be 7:45. Okay, so remember, we're still in the morning, a.m. So let's check our answer. If Jennifer takes 20 minutes to walk to school and she starts at 7:45, 7:45 plus 20 minutes, we'll do 7:45 plus 15 minutes is 8 o'clock, plus 5 more minutes is 8:05. She should arrive at 8:05, which is what our question says. So the answer to number 1, what time does she start? 7:45 a.m. Be careful, on your homework, it says 7:45 a.m. and 7:45 p.m. Make sure you choose the right one. She did not start last night and get there in the morning. She just started 20 minutes before, okay? So now we are going to scroll down to number 2. Jennifer can walk 1 mile in 15 minutes. 1 mile in 15 minutes. At that rate, how far can she walk in an hour? Okay, well, first we need to figure out how many minutes are in an hour. Maybe 60 minutes. 60 minutes equals an hour. So how many miles can she walk in 60 minutes? Okay, so we are going to do 15 times something is 60. Okay, if we don't really know how to do that yet, so we might just need to add. 15 plus 15 is 30. 30 plus 15 is 45. 45 plus 15 is 60. So let's count how many 15s we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means 4 miles. 4 miles in 60 minutes or 1 hour, which is what it says here. Okay, So think about it. You've got 1 mile in 15 minutes, so you've got 15 minutes, and then another mile, and another mile, and another mile. You can add all those up, or you can do 15 times 4 to check your answer, and you will get 60 if you do both of those. Okay, that's number 2. 60, or number 2, the answer is 4 miles. 4 miles for number 2. All right, let's scroll down to number 3. The next one we are going to do is this one. Vin, our nice friend Vin, bought 4 hamburgers for $1.89 each. The sales tax was 53 cents. The sales tax was 53 cents. So this is going to have 2 parts. On your homework, you are going to have 2 parts to this. The first question is asking us what was the total price, and then he paid with $10. How much change did he get back? So before we figure out how much change he gets back, we need to figure out how much he paid, right? So he bought 4 hamburgers for $1.89 each. $1.89 times 4. We're multiplying because he bought 4 hamburgers, and each of those hamburgers was $1.89. Okay, so 4 times 9 is 36. And then put the 3 up there. 4 times 8 is 32, plus 3 is 35. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. Can't forget our decimal. So $7.56 is how much, that's how much the 4 hamburgers were. We can't forget about the sales tax. What do we know about sales tax? We have to add the sales tax to how much he paid. So the hamburgers were $7.56 plus 53 cents, because we have to add that, right? So don't forget to line up your decimals right there. 6 plus 3 is 9. 5 plus 5 is 10. I can't forget my decimal. 1 plus 7 is 8. So the total amount that Vin paid was $8.09. So the answer to A is $8.09. $8.09. That's the answer to A. Now we're going to figure out the answer to B. This is going to be a different question on your homework, so you do need to write both of these down. $8.09 is the answer to A. And then the answer to B is he paid with $10. A $10 bill. How much money are they going to give him back? Because he only owes them $8.09, but he gave them $10. So how much are they going to give back to him? Well, the only way for us to figure that out is to do $10 minus $8.09. That will help us figure out how much change he gets back. Okay, so we're going to make that a 9, make that a 10, then make it a 9 again, and make that a 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 0 is 9. Can't forget my decimal. 9 minus 8 is 1. So that's money, right? So our answer is $1.91 is how much change he should get back. Okay, $1.91. So this one was a little bit longer than the other ones. So our answer is $1.91. Go ahead and write that down. And then we're moving on to number 4. This one will be fun for us, okay? Number 4. We'll get rid of all this stuff. And now we're looking at this graph. How many students have dogs or cats as pets? Okay, this is very, very important. We need to know how many students have dogs or cats, which means we need to add them, because some students have dogs and some students have cats. We need to add both of those together because that's what the question's asking. So how many people have dogs? This number comes over here. So the number in between 8 and 10 would be 9. 9 people have dogs, plus how many people have cats? 8 people have cats. 9 plus 8 is 17. So your answer is 17 people, or 17 students, I guess. Okay, so write that down. 17 students or 17 people. And then we're going to move down to, actually, we are going to move down to number 3. Can you pause it? All right, number 5. Let's make sure we are reading this one together. Tom bought a rectangular piece of land that was 3 miles long and 2 miles wide. Half of the land could be farmed. How many square miles could not be farmed? Okay, this is a 2-step problem. So first, let's just draw a picture because I realize this one's kind of hard, right? So Tom bought a rectangular piece of land that was 3 miles long and 2 miles wide. 3 miles long, 2 miles wide. Half of the land could not be farmed, or could be farmed. How many square miles could not be farmed? So in order to find square miles, what do we need to do? If you said area, you are correct. We need to find the area. So the area is 2 times 3, which is 6 square miles. I didn't really write that over here. These are miles as well. In your picture, hopefully you wrote that. Okay, so the whole, everything, all of this is 6 square miles. Now let's read the second part of the question. It says half of the land could be farmed. So half of 6 is what? 3. So we're going to say that side's 3, that side's 3, right? I'm going to do that in a different color, actually, so you can see it so you're not confused, okay? So this is 3 and this is 3, okay? Half of the land could not be farmed. So this 3 could not be farmed. How many, sorry, let me read that again. Half of the land could be farmed. So this 3 right here could be farmed, but it's asking us how many square miles could not be farmed. So we're only worried about 1/2, which is 3. Okay, I read that wrong a little bit, so I hope you're not confused. Basically, with this one, you need to find the area, which we did. The area was 6 square miles, okay? And half of it could be farmed, so 3 of those miles could be farmed. The question's saying how many square miles could not be farmed, so it's the other half, which is also 3, okay? So that is our answer to number 5, 3 square miles. The answer to number 5 is 3 square miles. All right, let's scroll down to number 6. Which angle appears to be a 45-degree angle? Hey, we just talked about this a few days ago if you stayed on the video and finished watching. Which angle appears to be a 45-degree angle? Well, we know that this, we know that this, let me see, I need to get my marker here. We know that this one is 180 degrees, so it's not that one. This is way too big. It's bigger than 90 degrees. This is pretty important. This is how many degrees? That's 90 degrees. We know what that looks like. So that means this one would be the 45-degree angle. Okay, so you're going to click on A. On your homework, the answer is A. It looks just like that. Okay, so that is the 45-degree angle. All right, let's go on to number 7. We're scrolling down to number 7. We are rounding 5,555 to the nearest 1,000. We just did this a few days ago as well, if you stayed with me. 5,555 to the nearest 1,000. This is our thousands place, which means we look at this. Does the 5 make it round up, or does the 5 make it round down? Okay, 5 and up makes it round up. So 5 goes up, which means this 5 right here turns into a 6. And remember, everything after that is a 0. Okay, so 5,555 rounds up to 6,000. That's your answer, 6,000. And we are going down now to number 8. This one's a little bit tricky, okay? We need to remember how many pounds are in a ton, okay? How many pounds are in a ton? The airplane weighs 20 tons. 20 tons is how many pounds? Okay, we do need to remember that 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. We do need to remember that. So in order to find how many pounds are in 20 tons, we are going to do 2,000 times 20. We are going to do 2,000 times 20. Remember our little trick with our zeros. We really just need to count the zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We've got 4 zeros. So our answer is going to have 4 zeros, and then we just need to do 2 times 2, which is 4. So we are going to do that. Now we need to figure out where our comma goes. We go 1, 2, 3, comma. So 40,000 pounds is how many pounds are in 20 tons. So your answer is 40,000. Go ahead and write that down on your paper. All right, number 9. 1/3 of the 18 flowers are roses. How many flowers are roses? You can just go all the way up. We can do both those at the same time. Perfect. All right, 1/3 of the 18 flowers are roses. How many flowers are roses? So we need to find 1/3 of 18. So remember, we've done this before. It's been a while. We'd put 18 inside the house, and then we are dividing it by 3. So we put 3 here. 3 goes into 18 how many times? 6 times, which means we have 6 roses. The answer to number 9 is 6 roses. Okay? We are going to write number 10 as a decimal number. If you watched the end of my video, I think it was yesterday, we talked about this, writing it as decimals. So this is we have a 0 here in our decimal, and then we need to write 6, 2, 5, just like that. This is our tenths place, this is our hundredths place, and this is our thousandths place, which this is over 1,000, so that's how we know that that is correct. Okay, so number 10, the answer is 0.625. Make sure you write that down correctly because your answer choices will be a little tricky on that one. Okay, number 11, we're going to just do the opposite of what we just did. We are going to write this number as a fraction. We're going to write 0.123 as a fraction. Okay, so this is our tenths place, this is our hundredths place, this is our thousandths place, which means we put that number over 1,000. And that's all we have to do. It's not a mixed number. We don't have a number out here because this number is 0. Okay, so all you have to do for this one is write 123 over 1,000, and that is your answer. Okay, now let's move on to number 12. We are adding money. For $47.36 plus $9.86. So remember, when you see a question like this, you are going to have to write it with your decimals lined up. So make sure you do that. We're adding money. My decimal's here, which means my 9 is right under that 7, my 8, and my 6. Okay, we're going to add this together. If you want to pause the video and see if you can do it on your own, you are welcome to do that. I'm going to go pretty fast. 6 plus 6 is 12. Put my 2 down there, my 1 up here. 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 1 is 12. Put my 1 up there. Cannot forget my decimal. I'm going to do 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 9 is 17. Put my 7 down there, my 1 up there. 1 plus 4 is 5. Bring down my $sign. So my answer is $57.22. So $52.22. That is the answer for number 12. 57, sorry, I said that wrong. $57.22 right here. What's on the board? $57.22. That is number 12. All right, number 13 is very similar to what we just did with money, but it's just not money. Okay, it's still decimals. We still need to line them up. 31 and 428 thousandths plus 17 and 680 thousandths. We are adding those together. 8 plus 0 is 8. 2 plus 8 is 10. I'm going to put my 0 there, my 1 up there. I'm going to do 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 6 is 11. Put my 1 up there, can't forget my decimal. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 7 is 9, and then 3 plus 1 is 4. I don't know what this little dot right here is, so we're going to just get rid of that so you don't get confused. It is 47, and then your decimal, 108. We say this number 49, I said 47. Sorry, let me learn how to read numbers here. This is your answer right here. We say this number 49 and 108 thousandths. You write the number 49.108. So that is your answer for 13. Go ahead and write that one down. Okay. Number 14, we have 487 times 7. 487 times 7. Okay. We've done these before. We are going to do 7 times 7 is 49. Put the 9 down there, the 4 up here. Whoops. 7 times 8 is 56, plus 4 is 60. So I put my 0 there, my 6 up here. Now I'm doing 7 times 4 is 28, plus 6. 28 plus 6 is 34. So your answer is 3,409. 3409. 3,409. Go ahead and write that down. That is your answer for number 14. Number 15 is 100 times 27. So remember, we have our 0 trick. We can say 102. Whoops. All right. Okay, we've got 1 0 here and 1 0 here. So we know our answer is going to have 2 zeros in it. And now we just need to do 1 times 27. Anything times 1 is itself, right? So I'm just going to put 27, and that's all you have to do. 27 times 100 is 2,700. So don't forget to put that one down for number 15. All right, number 16, this is long division. We are going to be dividing money. So let's look at this one. It is probably one of the trickiest ones. So we need to write it like division. $6.37 is what is inside the house because we are dividing by 7. Okay, this is money. So let me put my dollar sign there. Put my dollar sign there, and I'll put my decimal there. Okay, can 7 go into 6? 7 cannot go into 6. Okay, but can 7 go in to 63? 7 can go into 63. It can go into 63 9 times. So I'm going to put my 9 there. 9 times 7 is, in fact, 63. 63 minus 63 is 0. I'm going to bring down my 7. And now we start the steps all over again. Can 7 go into 7? Yes, it can, 1 time. 1 times 7 is 7. 7 minus 7 is 0. So my answer is 91 cents. So remember, you need to put a 0 right here so it looks like money, right? $0.91. So that is your answer for number 16. $0.91. Okay. Number 17. Number 17, we are going to do a little bit of kind of what we talked about a few weeks ago, order of operations, which means what part of this do we do first? Remember when we talked about parentheses? What part of that do we do first? We do the parentheses part first. So what is 12 divided by 4? Do we know what that is? That is 3, right? So we are going to do 2,100 divided by 3. Okay, so remember our little 0 trick. We can put our 2 zeros here, so then we get rid of those 2 zeros. So now we just have to do 21 divided by 3. So 3 times something is 21. Do you know what that is? 3 times 7 is 21. So our answer to number 17 is 700. Our answer to number 17 is 700. Okay, now we need to find the missing factor here, we need to figure out what C equals. 7 times C, 7 times something, equals 420. Okay, so remember, we have this zero trick. It helps us, especially with this test. You're going to use this zero trick all the time. Okay, so you know 7 times something equals, wow, that just switched colors, 420. Okay, so you have this 0 over here. You can get rid of that 0 and put your 0 over here. So now you're just trying to figure out 7 times what equals 42. 7 times 6 equals 42, which means 7 times 60 equals 420. Okay, we don't have to do this. I'm just going to show you real quick why that zero trick works. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 6 is 42. So look at that. 7 times 60 is 420. Okay. All right, let's move on. We only have 2 left. Number 19. This one is, instead of finding a missing factor, we are finding a missing addend because we are adding these numbers. So we know this is going to be a little tricky. So on your homework and on your test, well, your homework, you'll have the answer. But on your test, you need to make sure that you write out all of these numbers. If I were you, I would write them like this. This will help you. 6 plus 14 plus 17 plus 25 plus 110. I'm going to add all those up because I need to add all those up plus n, which we don't know what that is yet, equals 200. Okay? So we're going to switch colors here. So let's just add all of these up. 0, maybe switch colors. All right. 0 plus 5 is 5. Plus 7 is 12. So I'm just going to say those are 12. And then this right here, 6 plus 4 is 10. And 0 is nothing, right? So I'm just going to do 12 plus 10. It helps me. That's 22. I'm going to put my 2 down there and another 2 up here. Now I can do these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll put 7 there. And then this 1 is added to nothing. So I'm just going to keep my 1. Okay? So basically all of this right here is saying 172 plus n, because remember, we didn't do anything with that yet, equals 200. So 172 plus something equals 200. The way that I'm going to find that is by subtracting. 200 minus 172. I'm going to do this pretty quick. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 7 is 2. 0 minus 0 is, 1 minus 1 is 0. So n equals 28. So your answer to number 19 is n equals 28. N equals 28. Okay, and the last one, thanks for watching this whole video. We're almost done. We are going to do 23 times 50. 23 times 50. Remember, if you have a 0 in this spot right here, just like you do, you can skip the whole first step. All you have to do is put the 0 down there. That's the second step. And now we're going to start the third step of our 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication. So we're done with our 0. We're done with this 0. We've put our 0 down at the bottom. And now we are just going to do 5 times 3 is 15. I'm going to put my 5 there, my 1 up here. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 1, which is 11. So my answer is 1,150. My answer to number 20 is 1,150. Okay, you have made it through this whole video, which means you have all the answers to the homework. When you are doing your homework, please look at the questions and make sure you understand how to do them. Today, if you get a 100% on your homework, awesome, that's great. But really, all of us teachers, we want you to do really well on the test tomorrow. So if you don't know how to do number 16 and you're confused about how to do long division, see if you can have your parents help you. I have videos on my YouTube channel that you can watch about long division. I want you guys to not just write down the answers, but to really understand the concepts. Tomorrow on your test, you are not allowed to use a friend. You're not allowed to use an older sibling. You're not allowed to use a parent. You're not allowed to use your notes. You have to do all of it on your own from what you can remember, okay? And on tomorrow's test, you will only be allowed to take the test one time. It won't be like the homework. You'll have to do everything just the first time, and then whatever grade you get, that's what will be submitted. Okay, it'll help us as teachers to know what you need help with. So the next week we can plan lessons that will help you to understand the concepts that you didn't quite understand the first time. Okay, so please, please, please take this time today to study for your test tomorrow. And good luck on that test. You guys will do great. I will talk to you next week. Have a good weekend. Good luck on your test.